students. Okay, our speaker today is, Josie's back, good. From Anytime Fitness and Nutrition, we have Tyler and Jozie, and they're going to come up and tell us all about Anytime Fitness and Nutrition.
All right. So there's Jozie over there. I'm Tyler. I'm from Mitchell, South Dakota. I've been working for Anytime Fitness for about a year and a half now, and it's the best job I've ever had. I love it, truly. We have a great facility and a great community. I just want to share that with you all today and just talk about healthy lifestyle, how we can do little incremental changes to help improve and how to just live a better life. So we have 3 pillars at our facility that we like to go over. We have fitness, nutrition, and accountability, right? So fitness is just making sure that we can make a really personalized and progressive plan for you. So progressive is just making sure that we can actually increase the numbers that we're putting out every week or month, or even just daily, whatever we're gonna do, if that's increasing reps or increasing weight, whatever that might be for y'all. But we also have nutrition. I have an obsession with nutrition. I like to discuss it with every single person that comes in through the door, because you can really just do that incrementally to improve your life in any way you can, right? But we also have accountability. That's just making sure that we can get our daily, weekly, and monthly goals met to help push whatever kind of goals we have set, right? So, we're gonna go over some true or false questions today, right? So everyone that answers at least one of these correct gets a mint for us today to help keep blood glucose nice throughout the day, right? So with that, I'll be keeping count to make sure that everyone actually gets one right to be able to get the mint. Okay, so first one, it's a nutrition-based question. So you should be having more carbs than protein if you are active. So everyone that thinks that is true, I want you all to raise your hand. Good. Okay. Nice. So this is actually true. You should definitely be having more carbs than protein. So carbs are kind of villainized. This is something I would like to discuss today a little bit. Everyone thinks that carbs are not a necessity, which is semi-true. Your body will actually produce carbs if you're not getting an adequate amount of them, right? But if you are active in particular, having carbs in a higher amount is actually very, very beneficial, and I actually recommend everyone get a little bit more than their protein. This is a bit of a trick question because the ratio is about like 0.8, so it's about a 1-to-1 thing. You should have about equal carbs to protein distribution, right? The carbs are just there to help you get through the day, and they're your primary source of energy. They help with brain health. They can actually increase like mental productivity through the day. If you have too many, they can make brain fog a little bit crazy, but to put into perspective, one of my clients that gets the best results, he has about 400 grams of carbs a day. I don't know what he's eating to get those numbers, to be honest. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's really, really impressive. He loses about 3 pounds of body fat and gains about 3 pounds of muscle a month. He's prepping for a bodybuilding show, so just kind of wanted to give him a shout out. I think that's very great results. But everyone that got that right, you get a mint. Okay. I do have a really easy question, so everyone can probably get one. All right. So this one is about metabolism, right? So metabolism is just your body's rate of activity, right? So that's your heart. That's just your body's ability to maintain homeostasis, right? So the question is, your metabolism slows in your 30s and 40s. Who thinks that's true? True. Okay. A lot of people. That one is actually false. Your metabolism does not actually lower until the age of 60. And then every 10 years after that, it only lowers by about 0.6%. So it's very, very minor. It may feel like that's shifting a little bit, but that's usually just due to rate of activity, stuff like that. Usually people kind of get really, really busy, and sometimes their busy is like sedentary activity, not really like doing super active behavior, right? So it is only a very, very gradual shift. So no excuses with the metabolism thing. Other things can shift that, but age is definitely not one of them, right? So I recommend that everyone does some kind of activity, right? Whatever that might be, to just keep that metabolism high. So, balance. This is something that is kind of an overarching theme today. So, your ability to balance on one leg is a great predictor of healthy aging. Who thinks that's true? True? Okay, looks like everyone's going to get a mint today, because that one is definitely true. So I found this statistic absolutely insane. I just want to share this with you all today. So the statistic is, if you are, people who can balance on one leg for 10 seconds have about 85% chance less of early mortality, which is absolutely insane to me, 85%. So this is something that can happen neurologically with time. This is a daily thing that you can start to implement, and I would recommend that everyone start today. We'll get a little bit more into that in a second, but just balancing for a little bit on one foot, or doing something, I like to do it when I brush my teeth, which might seem a little weird, but it is just a really easy thing you can implement that has great quality of life benefits and just helps you feel a lot better. So I just want to go over like the 3 types of fitness that I think are the most important. I kind of have like a rule of thirds theme going on here, lots of threes. I'm going to break that in a second. But with this one in particular, strength is the foundation that holds your body together, right? So think of that kind of like the cords that like knit everything together, keep you going throughout the day. And then we also have endurance. So this one is mostly for like prevention of any kind of health issues, right? This is great for your overall health, especially your heart, lung health, and just preventative measure, right? So this is just, think of it kind of like body armor, right? This keeps you from having any kind of like issues coming up, just general endurance and heart health, right? And then we have balance. So balance and mobility is, in my opinion, the most important one, especially for quality of life and just good health markers in general. People have the best results when they focus a lot on mobility, at least every day, right? So we're going to go over why this is important, and we're also going to do some quick stretches, right? So don't worry, no one has to get out of their chairs or anything like that. That's why I put this all together. But I want everyone to at least do some neck circles, right? So we're going to do 5 on one side and then 5 on the other. So make sure no one has any kind of neck pain. No, we'll be sitting down a little bit today. But as y'all are doing these stretches, I'm just going to kind of break down why these are all very important criteria to go over, right? So in my opinion, exercise is a non-negotiable, right? So all-cause mortality when people exercise even like 1 to 3 times per week decreases by about 31%, right? For every level that your VO2 max goes up, that's correlative to about 45 days extra like life added on to your lifespan right there. So focus on your VO2 max, stuff like that. But for the next one, I just want to do some shoulder rolls, right? So you can just roll forward into the chair like that, right? I just want everyone to do about 5 to 8 reps of that. All right, so okay, I'll be watching Ted for the next one too. But muscle in particular is something I want to discuss today as well, right? So kind of like endurance is metabolic armor for your heart and your lungs and everything like that, muscle is metabolic armor for everything else, including your joints, right? So if you ever have any kind of knee pain or anything like that, one of the things that's going to take a lot of pressure off of that is actually the muscles in your legs and your quads, right? So muscle is really huge for making sure your blood glucose stays nice and low. I have a lot of clients that are diabetic or pre-diabetic, and they bring me their blood glucose results month to month, and it is incredible to see. They have amazing results, and I just love to see those numbers go down, right? So as well as that, just helps support aging. You know, it just makes everything a little bit easier as we go through the day. But yeah, it's great for joint health. Speaking of, we're going to do something for the discs in our back that I think is really important as well. So if y'all have any compressed discs, it's going to be for y'all. But one hand on the knee and one hand over our head. We're going to bend out and over to the side. I just want you to do 5 of those on each side. Up and over. Good. Awesome work, everyone. Nice. So if anyone has any kind of sciatica pain too, this is going to be huge. If anyone does have any sciatica, come to me after. I have really good results helping. I have people calling me all the time to help with their sciatica or just like general aches and pains. It's kind of weird, but it's also fun. I love it. All right, so we do only have one last stretch, and then we'll get into the Q&A section in just a moment. But yeah, I think just general strength and mobility is huge. Think of strength today as independence tomorrow, right? So it's going to make sure that you're able to live your life however you want to live it and stay active. Do whatever you want to do. Keep your hobbies and make sure life is always enjoyable and a blast, right? So to finish off, we're going to do a chest opener. This is one of my favorites, but we're going to kind of put our hands towards our tuchus, right? Both hands back towards the lower part of our back. And then we're just going to open our chest forward like that. And I just want you to hold that for about 5 to 8 seconds and get the chest all opened up for the day. All right. So thank y'all for sitting through my little lecture. I know I tend to nerd out about a lot of stuff like this, but I'm here for any kind of questions and answers. Anything you guys might want to know about fitness or anything at all in relation to nutrition, I'm here to answer.
Like classes for certain age groups, so people can come in,
Yeah.
6 or 8 people at a time.
Yeah, no, we have a team class that is really open to everyone. We have people at all different points in their journey, which I love, right? They have people that are just there to kind of work on the mobility. We have people there that are really trying to get stronger. Someone I think of right off the top of my bat is Isaac, who's doing like step-ups with like 50 pounds in both hands. But we have people that are just doing like 5-6 pound weights. And we really just integrate whatever kind of customizable program we can for you. The amount of track that we keep on like all of our clients is actually kind of insane. We have binders and binders and binders full of information, and just we're tracking everyone's numbers, what they want to see out of their progress, what progress looks like to them, and how we can better increase that. So yeah, we have plenty of team classes. Our schedule is really wide open. So if you ever want to come for a class, just try it out. Everyone today will get a 7-day free pass, and you can try that out. You can even try a personal training session if that would work a little bit better for you, if you're not really the type to like work around other people. But yeah, we definitely do.
What's the best stretch or exercise for the lower back pain?
Lower back pain, that's a great question. Because lower back pain is usually caused by, well, yeah, a little bit age. Usually it's technically speaking gravity, right? Because over the years, those discs are compressed. It's a little tough because I would say a dead hang, but most people don't want to do that. I know I have Jim do dead hangs all the time. Doesn't like them that much. I don't really like them that much, but basically it's just going to decompress that spine, pull those discs apart, and put a lot of relief on there. Actually, one that I would do at home is wherever you feel the epicenter of the pain on the side, right? Roll up a towel, put it right there on the side, and lean onto it a little bit. It might look a little bit weird if somebody walks in on you doing it, but basically it's going to decompress that spine in the middle, right? I would do that. Or if any of y'all have a foam roller at home, that's always fantastic. Oh, another one that looks a little bit weird too, child's pose. You're gonna have to look that up on Google, but I promise you, child's pose is the singular best thing for your entire back, not just your lower back, middle, upper, everything else. Do child's pose, 100%. Bye. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I might have to do it on the same. Oh my gosh. Can I pull up on Google? Yeah?
Yeah, Ralph and I used to work out back in the day.
Mm.
And it was then I looked up the caloric requirement for a marathon and a McDonald's meal.
Mm.
Big Mac, medium fries, medium milkshake is about 1,200 calories. It turns out to be about 1/2 a marathon.
Oh.
Point being, if you're trying to lose weight, you gotta watch what you're eating.
100%. Trust me, right now I'm only eating about like 1,700 calories a day. So I could have like a McDonald's meal and then like a candy bar, maybe, max, something like that. But if you'd really, really want to shock, I would look up how many steps is in like a can of beer or something like that. One of the drinks that my friend drinks a lot, I looked it up, and it's about 1,700 steps. So that's about 1.5 miles of walking. Yeah.
Speaking of like food, what about supplements? Is that something you talk to your clients about?
I'm obsessed with supplements, yeah. I discuss it all the time. So something I wanted to discuss about the metabolism is as we age, and this is just like gradually from the time that you're one up, ATP production, which is basically the fuel for your cell. It's what your mitochondria lives off of, right? And it just makes all of your life, like literally everything, including thinking. Your brain burns about 700 calories a day just thinking, right? But ATP production slows. So one of the reasons that's really important to stay active is for neurological health, right? So to make sure that the brain is nice and sharp and that you're never fatigued just from like living on the day-to-day, getting some kind of good metabolic activity in, so going for a walk, going for a run, or doing some kind of aerobic activity like lifting a weight or something like that is going to increase your ATP production, and it's going to make your energy stores overall across your entire body for every single thing in your life go up. So creatine is one of the best ways you can do that. I would obviously discuss this with your doctor or anything like that before. I got to keep scope of practice in mind because I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist. But creatine is one of the best things you can take for that. Also, too, another thing I'd want everyone to discuss with their doctor, if you want to increase your energy and have better sleep overall, I'd recommend magnesium glycinate. Do not take magnesium citrate unless you know exactly what it's for. It's good for your gut, but you might have to stand for the rest of the day after you take it. But magnesium glycinate is a pill, and it helps me a ton with sleep, helps me with anxiety, helps me a lot with just my overall energy. I feel incredibly, incredibly better when I take it, and as opposed to when I'm off of it, right? So I'd recommend everyone look into magnesium and creatine to help with their ATP and their energy overall. But yeah.
Is it true that alcohol consumption impedes sleep?
Sleep quality, but it'll get you to sleep quicker, if that makes sense. So you'll have less quality of sleep, but it'll definitely put you out. Also, too, alcohol in your body processes like a sugar, right? So if you drink it, it will halt the rate of like fat loss and stuff like that, and your body switches entirely to burning the alcohol off, right? So it's really interesting, the physiological effects of drinking alcohol. Mostly, it just really throws your metabolism out of whack. Honestly, since starting this job, the stuff I've had to do research for about alcohol has honestly made it so much less fun to drink. But that's like the one curse of the job. But any other questions? That should be about it. All right, well, if y'all have anything else for me after, I will be sticking around, and if you would like, I have a 7-day free pass, no strings attached. You can get a body scan and a personal coaching session, whatever you'd want to get set up for you, but 7 days free at our gym, why not give it a shot?